But okay, here we are. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Corrina. If maybe you are like, who in the heck is this chick? Anyway, thank you so much for coming to my stream. I'm not quite sure why it's so dark, but I think that's okay, right? You guys like it when it's a little dark? I think so. So, as I am getting set up here with all of my items, I had an idea. I just gotta tell you guys, this is something I've not been able to get rid of. Now, one might say a calendar. A calendar from 2019. Corrina, why on earth? Why on earth would you still have this outdated object? But of course, fellow ASMR lovers understand already. Need no explanation. But I thought it might be a nice, perhaps rather tingly, hopefully, experience to look through the calendar together. And there's some lovely little quotes on each month. And I just love revisiting them. And that's why I've held on to this calendar. And I just thought that this would be fun to go through together. Bob Ross is the original ASMR artist. I'm just trying to get this. Of course, it's a little Wonksville. And welcome to Jody K. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if it looks okay, sounds okay. I know it's a little dark. I'm going to just scoot my microphone ever so slightly so that I can do this. All right, so here we have this lovely, lovely mountain. And I'm going to read this little lovely quote at the bottom. I'm going to try to let you look at it while I read it. Perhaps there's a better way. No, I think this works. I think that relatively works. Try to get no glare on it for you. You can move mountains, rivers, and trees. You can determine what your world is like. You can move mountains, rivers, and trees. You can determine what your world is like. Such a lovely little Bob Rossism, if you will. Bob Rossism. Okay. Yeah, I've got on a couple of little lights on me, but I will admit I'm not super well versed at going in and monkeying with the settings to make it look brighter, but ASMR is all about helping people sleep, helping people relax. So I'm going to leave it dark. And if you really, really want to see me all lit the bleep up, you can visit my other videos, which are, a bit more well lit. But I think this is perfect. I know most of us should be going to sleep so we can go to work tomorrow. Meow, meow, meow. Anyway, so we're going to keep it nice and relaxing. A lovely little page turning here. Oh, I didn't read February's. Oh yeah, so there's the beautiful February. Look how lovely that is. It's got kind of purple trees. Little beautiful, kind of a foggy, misty, wintry wonderland here. Bob Ross, look at him smiling at us there. What a champion. What an amazing champion of ASMR. Before we really knew what ASMR was, Bob Ross was treating us all to one of the most amazing ASMR experiences ever. So, for February, you know me, I think there ought to be a big old tree right about there. And let's give him a friend. Everybody needs a friend. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. So it says there's 20 people in here. Are you guys familiar with Bob Ross? Are you kind of like, why is this chick showing me this weird calendar thing? Like, what's going on? Kind of interested to know. But I would love to tell you more about Bob Ross if you're like, I don't know who this guy is. Happy Little Trees. Jody K obviously knows who Bob Ross is. So here we are in March. This is my birthday month. March the 23rd is my birthday. There it is. In 2019, my birthday was on a Saturday. Sunday. And to remember how calendars work for a moment. But some things in life are very tricky. All right, Analia, thank you so much. Welcome to the chat. Your name is really beautiful. I don't know if I said it correctly, but it's a beautiful name. So, March says, did you ever think you could just take a great big old brush and make all these beautiful little trees? You really can. So yeah, Bob Ross. I haven't seen a lot of answers come in about if people know Bob Ross or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you a little Bob Ross spiel. Back in the early days of television, before television streamed onto computers, and back when television existed on a couple of specific channels, and you had one way of getting television, and it was called cable. And a lot of people didn't have cable. A lot of people didn't have televisions for an extremely long time. Anyways, that was a little pre-Bob Ross there. But back in the early days of television, Bob Ross made these amazing painting tutorials where he would make these beautiful paintings, and it was really meant to teach people how to paint and how to take a paintbrush and then create these beautiful masterpieces. And so I love that. Did you ever think you could just take a great big old brush and make all these beautiful little trees? You really can. Nice. Lord Vader's wife says we used to watch him in art class. I'm sure that every art teacher, that was like, that'd be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, now there's an educational TV show that is perfect for my art students to watch. Because you got to think that it gives the teacher a little bit of a break too when we get something to watch. So I'm sure that a lot of art teachers also appreciated Bob Ross. He was an amazing teacher too. He really, really did a good job of teaching the techniques. And then Cassie says hi. Hello, Cassie. Thank you for being here. I'm just enjoying a little page turning noises here as we move on out of my birthday month and into April. Ooh, look at that green. It's so vibrant and beautiful. And this contrast with the little fog of the mountain. And then the sky is kind of purple, blue, pink. Ooh. Hello, Mel B. Thank you so much for being here. I am glad that you caught me as well. We are having a delightful little enjoyable Bob Ross calendar. I'm going through each month and reading the lovely little quotes at the bottom. So for April, anything we don't like will turn into a happy little tree or something, because we don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. That is probably one of... Gotta get my bearings straight. It's probably one of the most iconic Bob Ross isms, right there. Anything we don't like will turn into a happy little tree or something. Because as you know, we don't make mistakes. We just make happy accidents. Can you hear this airplane going over me right now? Of course, it's extremely loud to me, but I'm not sure if I'm actually hearing it like in the headphones where I'm trying to hear what you're hearing. But no pausing for airplanes while you're doing live ASMR. That's just, one of the facts of life, as it were. Okay, all right. So I learned this cool trick where you big up the font size. Okay, so here we go. Lord Vader's wife says the way he would whack his brushes against the canvas, yes, was always so funny to us. Those were good old times. Yes, and what an amazing, an amazing sound too. When he would be rinsing his paintbrushes or something, and then he would really kind of whack the bleep out of it, if you will. But yes, all of those sounds were just amazing on that show. And I don't even know how they mic'd all of it, because getting those really, really quiet sounds like the paintbrush on the canvas. I mean, obviously the whacking of the paintbrush, that's an easy sound to capture. But those really quiet sounds that iconically make ASMR, you need the microphones really close. You need to reduce your background noise as much as possible. So the incredible job that the audio people did recording that Bob Ross TV show is really incredible. I have a lot of admiration for Bob Ross and for all the people that helped create that show and were miking up those sounds and said, "Oh yeah, we need to get the sound of the paint going onto the canvas." They were thinking. It's what they were up to. Whack the devil out of it. Okay, so we just did April. April was very nice. And moving right along, here is May. Wow. Whoa. This is so cool. It's got all of these kind of layers of color. This little cottage. I actually didn't even notice it until after I was looking at the painting for a moment. And this beautiful purple, so dreamy. Oh, there we go. An interesting little burst of light for a moment. But yeah, this is gorgeous. It's like very mystical. Feels very mystical. Painting. And the little quote at the bottom. You have unlimited power here. You can do that. You can do anything on this canvas. Anything. You have unlimited power here. You can do anything. What an important and wonderful message. Something that all too often we kind of forget how powerful we are. We get fixated on all the things we don't have control over. It's very natural thing to do. But realistically, we are very, very powerful. And it's just believing in ourselves is sometimes the biggest obstacle. So now we're in June. So here we are in our present month. Is this a little meta? Is this a little woo-woo, if you will? Because here we are right now, June 26th. Technically, some of you it may be June 27th already. But June 26th right here. Except remember, this is 2019, which is why the dates are not correct. Isn't it funny too how much 2019 was like a totally different world, completely different world. Could have never imagined what was about to unfold. Anyhow, okay, so back to the thing that is relaxing, trying to not think about the things that are stressful. That's the whole point of ASMR. Okay, anyways, all right, here we go. So June. It's beautiful little river. It's so relaxing and peaceful and serene. Let's put a few little highlights in here just to make them little rascals just sparkle in the sun. How cute. So yeah, the the highlights that are added are definitely a huge component of helping the painting come together. Not only do the highlights help you see the shadows, it helps create that 3D feeling, that sense that you're looking at something in 3D. You create depth, you create space, you create a bit of perspective, and it is truly stunning. Artists can see in their mind and know where to place the shadows, and where to place the highlights to create the reality that you're seeing in the painting or the drawing. I just have so much admiration for artists. So there's June. Lovely, lovely. Oh my gosh, it's a tropical beach. I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go. Do any of you guys watch people make the resin art? And they use a blow dryer to like blow the white paint over the blue paint, and they create ocean waves in the resin. And I've seen them make ocean waves on cutting boards, tabletops, surfboards. I mean, there's so many amazing resin artists, but I love watching them create the waves, much like watching Bob Ross create waves. Kissing sounds with a mask. I gotta say, that's a weird, with a face. Yeah, that's a weird request. Oh, a weird request. Do you mean a face mask circa 2019 or face mask circa now? Because face masks used to be like the things that you put on your face for skincare. But now, face masks mean something very different. So that's an interesting question. But yeah, I'm probably not going to do kissing sounds. I will just let you know that. I want to move away from people asking me for those things. Would be great. Thank you. Yes, wood art with resin. Allison, hello. Welcome to my live chat. It's kind of crazy, but somehow I motivated myself to do this. And we're looking at a Bob Ross calendar. Mel B says, did you know the Bob Ross channel on YouTube shows a marathon of his videos every weekend? I've stumbled on so many Bob Ross videos, but I don't know if I knew that specifically. So that's a great tip from Mel B. Bob Ross channel on YouTube. Over the weekends, just marathoning episodes of Bob Ross. It's amazing. Okay, all right. So the quote for July says, and that may be the true joy of painting when you share it with other people. I really believe that's the true joy. Isn't that lovely? Another fun fact about Bob Ross is he was actually a military sergeant before he began his show. And he became kind of so, he wanted to distance himself as much as possible from that kind of military yelling at people, being tough on people. He wanted to move away from that as much as possible. And so his pendulum swing to teaching everyone how to make art and creating a beautiful piece of art, in itself, in the lesson. It's just a cool fact about Bob Ross. Hard to imagine him doing anything other than this, though, isn't it? Okay, so the true joy of painting is sharing your art with someone else, with other people, teaching other people, sharing with other people. And August has a lot of depth. Now we really have a lot of shadows. I feel like my dark room is kind of not, it's too much glare. Yeah, look how beautiful this is. It's just like absolutely gorgeous. And the quote says, "I don't try to understand everything in nature. I just look at it and enjoy it." That's a good lesson in life. Trying to understand everything, especially everything in nature, everything in the universe. It's a tall order. It's a tall order. But to enjoy it, easy peasy. Oh, so glad to see all of you. Adrian, James, thank you guys. Mike L. Bob is a legend. Yes, Bob is a legend. 100%. Thank you so much, Allison, for being here. It was good seeing you. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Rest well. Okay. September. Wow, isn't it insane how time flies? I know that I'm just sitting here flipping through a calendar, but it really, really does remind you how fast time flies. Anyways, thankfully it's not actually this fast. But anyway. September. How beautiful. We have these lovely kind of fog over the river. This little house just on the bank. These lovely trees, lovely clouds. The sounds of this calendar. I know. That is why I still have a calendar that is now 4 years old. And no intentions of ever getting rid of it. I mean, I don't think I can ever get rid of this calendar. And you know what else? 2018, we're going to do this one next, maybe. I don't know. Unless you guys have requests. That's the other thing. Since we're in September, we're almost done. If you have ASMR requests, we can do a tour of my prop drawers. If you want to see what's in the prop drawers. Lots of different triggers. I also have some dish towels I was going to fold because I know that's super relaxing. But so tour of the ASMR props, folding dish towels. I also have my makeup. If you want me to talk about my makeup, I'm happy to talk about that. Oh, there's some light. You can see my makeup a little better. But anyways, I'm gonna do this calendar. Maybe do this other calendar too. But yes, when I have things that are just super tingly, I'm like, well, it's 5 years old, but I'm just going to keep it anyway. I'm going to keep it anyway. All right, so September's quote says, "Let's make some nice little clouds that just float around and have fun all day. I love that. Let's just paint some little clouds that float around and have fun all day. This is good. I don't know how my kind of couple corners get bent. It's unfortunate. It's okay. So wow, October. Look at all those vibrant colors. Anyways, clearly I meant to say colors. But anyways, vibrant colors. We've got these like purples, orange, red, pink and blue in the clouds. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I want to go here. I'm not much of a mountain climber though, so I probably just look out the window. Any mountain climbers in the room? Anybody? Mountain climbers? Every painting is going to be different, and that's what makes it great. So yeah, I feel like another thing that I learned about Bob Ross, and one of the many things that I've watched about Bob Ross because I'm a bit obsessed, he had to do all the paintings twice. Because he would paint the painting that they would be able to show or that they would have to film, essentially. And then he would paint it again live while he was teaching it. Crazy. Anyways, this is beautiful. And then the quote for October. Oh yeah, we read that one. Every painting is going to be different, and that's what makes it great. And I think that applies to the rest of life as well. Every person is different, and that's what makes us great. Every day is different. We have different opportunities, different. Wow, that's beautiful. And everything's always changing. That's another kind of similar concept. I might have to make an actual video, a regular video doing this, because this is like, at least I'm finding it super relaxing. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just do it in a live chat. And it's easier, a bit easier. I don't have to edit it. And it's fun chatting with you guys. But anyways, this is so cool. I'm like, and I could, really zoom in on the pictures better to be able to actually see the pictures, more clearly. But who knows? So November, I love this lovely foggy mountain stream. It's gorgeous. And the quote says, "We just show you how, but you make the decisions. When you have this much power, you have to make big decisions." Another lovely lesson on life, right? In painting, we have huge decisions to make. In life, the decisions are very large. Many times there's a big puzzle. I actually have a redonkulously difficult puzzle in my life right now that I'm trying to solve. Anyway, December is winter wonderland. This is amazing. I love the mist over the water. I mean, it's just there's so much depth, so much it feels like a photograph. almost feels like you're there. And the quote for December. And success with painting leads to success with many things. It carries over into every part of your life. That's beautiful. And that's it. There's no bonus picture. That's the end of the calendar. So Mel B says birth month was that to December? November? I think the chat kind of lags a little bit or something, so I'm not sure which month you meant, but happy birthday. Nonetheless, that means your birthday's coming up, and that's exciting. Okay, she says, yep, December. Nice. Alrighty. How interesting. This freaking light of them. Freaking, I guess it's... I don't know. Anyway. So, I'm going to set Bob Ross aside for now. I'm going to read what somebody else's comment said because I see that some of you have chimed in about what you would like to know. Tour of props or makeup? Makeup or props? Okay, so we got two props, two makeups. Love to know where you get. Okay, so there's a third makeup. Love to know where you get your makeup. That's a vibe. Yeah, I think the calendar was a total vibe. For another time, maybe iron the towels. Ironing is very relaxing to watch and the sounds are pleasant. I don't have an iron. I feel like it's bad. I shouldn't even admit to that. I think I do have an iron somewhere, but I don't know if I have an ironing board. I have not ironed anything in a long time. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little makeup chit chat because it seemed like there were several of you interested in learning about my makeup. So I don't have 100% of my makeup by this brand, 100% pure. I didn't mean to say that. I don't know if you can see that or not. But so the brand is 100% pure. This particular palette is called Better Naked. And it's not very clean in there. Maybe I shouldn't show you that. But anyways, so I love this. It has this pretty gold color. That is what I've used on my eyes. And then it's got my blush. And then these are what I've got on my rest of my eyes right now. But I love having this palette. And I more often than not just do basically my whole face off of the palette because it has almost everything that I need. So 100% pure, and I just think everything, all of the packaging of everything I've ordered from this brand, I'm like, oh, that's perfect for an ASMR video. Loud car going by. Cool story, bro. Thanks for stopping by. So BT dubs. Oh, well, I'm going to interrupt myself while I'm talking about makeup. If you are in the chat right now and you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hell yeah. So I was thinking, like, oh, it'd be really fun to do a live chat at 7,000 subscribers, like I did one at 6,000. And then I was like, man, I'm so close. So close. Really, really close. Let's see. Of course, it just says 6.94. Okay. Anyway. But I was thinking, oh, it'd be so cool if I hit 7,000 subscribers while I was doing a live chat. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it's probably not even possible. But if you're watching and you're like, oh, I'm not subscribed to this chick's channel, hit subscribe. even if you go back later and unsubscribe, it would be fun to hit 7,000 together while we're live. Anyways, that was just my little whatever thing. So, my makeup. It's fun to get distracted, right? Oh, yeah, and hit like as well. You don't have to smash it. Totally fine. Just tap it really gently. Hard enough to make it click itself, right? But everyone's always like, smash that like button. I'm like, why do we have to smash it? Can't we just tap it gently? I don't know, maybe some people were hitting like and they weren't hitting it hard enough. So then they were like, we gotta tell people to smash it. We gotta tell them to smash it. Anyways, god dang it. I'm a freaking nerd. Okay. All right, so my makeup. I love this brand, 100% Pure. So this is the palette that I use more than anything else. All of my blush and eye makeup that I have on right now is out of this palette. And this is my primer. So I get a mattifying primer because I live in Texas. I'm always shiny. I'm always sweaty, even with the mattifying primer, realistically. But they do have a lumifying one as well if you want the more dewy look. But I love this primer. I feel like it just makes my skin feel so smooth and so nice. And yeah, it was one of those things like I went most of my adult life never using a primer. And then when I discovered primer, I was like, oh, it does help the rest of your makeup go on more smoothly and just makes your skin feel so smooth. So that's the primer. And then this is my foundation. It's also 100% pure. Oh my lord. I mean, that's not the only reason that I keep using this makeup, but holy crud. So Lord Vader's wife has asked, do you order your makeup online or can you find this brand in a certain store? So I ordered it online on their website. I actually stumbled on this brand on Instagram. And I always go to the Environmental Working Group, so ewg.org. And what you can do on ewg.org is put in the name of the product or put in the brand, and they have actually indexed hundreds of products, maybe thousands of products, and then each one has kind of a rating of the safety of the ingredients. So they don't have everything on there, but you can also put in a specific ingredient. So if they didn't have a certain brand or product you're looking at, if there was an ingredient that you didn't recognize, you can actually put it in and search for it and see if it's safe or not. Now that would take a long time. I like that they do have a lot of products indexed. So I like, looking for something that's like a clean beauty, as they say, which basically just means the ingredients are closer to natural. They're less processed. They're not making synthetic versions of things that exist in nature. It'd be another way of looking at that. So this is my Bamboo Blur foundation. And I think it's maybe a little bit dark for my color right now, but it's close enough. Mike L says, going off to bed. Good night to you, Mike. I hope you have a very pleasant evening, sweet dreams, a restful night of sleep. Hopefully you're all enjoying this ridiculously loud airplane that decided to interrupt my live chat. I mean, the nerve, the literal nerve. So yes, 100% pure. I'm not aware of any stores where this makeup is, but it's very possible that they are in stores. The brand that I like, that I find most often, like in Whole Foods or in Sprouts grocery store, is Mineral Fusion. And Mineral Fusion is also on the EWG website. You can look at a lot of their products. But that's a great brand that is at least more widely available, I think. My belly growl, did y'all hear that? I normally edit that out of a regular video, but guess what? In live chat, you get the belly growls. You get them. Maybe you'll get a loud one here in a second. Okay, so there's my foundation. And then here's my pressed powder. A little gurgly noise for you. I'm going to try not to blind you with the reflection, but I want to show you it has this really pretty engraving on it. Oh, it's like little flowers all around. And it says 100% pure. Not sure if you can see that. Mel B says, need a midnight snack. You know what? I need a midnight snack. I'm freaking hungry. As soon as I get off this live chat, I'm going in the kitchen. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I was like sort of getting hungry. Like, I was like, I don't know if I'm hungry or not. Like while I was setting all this stuff up. But now I'm like, I'm hungry. Anyway, so midnight snack. Lovely. I just love all these sounds so much. Oh, Grant is here. Hello. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm still doing these live chats just off the cuff rather than planning them out, scheduling them, putting out a little thing to tell everyone when I'm going live. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not quite there yet. But tonight I was like, I feel like I'm going to do a live chat. So I'm very happy, all of you who are here, who've just happened to stumble in, because I know that I have not been good about giving y'all a heads up or making a post to let people know when there's going to be a chat. But I think it's kind of fun. It makes it a little bit more intimate. And yeah, so kind of enjoying the low-key live chats myself. I'm just finishing up my little makeup show and tell. So we have primer, foundation, pressed powder. I really just brought this because it sounds so nice. It's a little concealer thingamajig. It's really loud. But this is nice. It's a little bit thick, but it's what you would need in a concealer, right? So when I have something where I need something a little thicker, this concealer is really fantastic. But I don't use it super regularly because I usually like a lighter coverage, you could say. So I like the Bamboo Blur because it just kind of blends in with my skin, and I feel like it just doesn't really look like I have a lot of makeup on. And then when I start sweating and it starts coming off, like you can't really tell. I don't look drastically different because I live in Texas. And I'm typically sweating all of my makeup off within not very much time. I actually left the AC on for this chat. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I feel like in the headphones, the crickets outside are louder than the AC. But if y'all can hear it and it's annoying, let me know in the chat and I'll turn it off next time. But I was like, man, I'm going to get really sweaty if I turn off the AC. So normal ASMR shoots. I turn off the AC. I unplug the fridge, which I actually did do. So I keep getting distracted. Pardon me. So we looked at the concealer. And this is my 100% pure mascara. And I love this mascara. I feel like it doesn't clump. It gives me a nice bit of boosted, length, but without being, sometimes you get like clumpy tarantula eyelashes. I'm like, no, thank you. On the tarantula eyelashes. No, thank you. All right, and then who knows if you can hear this, but brushing my eyebrows. Is it louder than the motorcycle down the street? I don't know. Hello, Tony. How's it going? Glad that you're here. Alrighty. So that's pretty much all my makeup. And I, so far, just have been really happy with everything that I've bought from this 100% pure brand. And perhaps we'll do more makeup videos with those items one day. Okay, so request me, people. We have crinkly noises with fun little wooden utensils, and I was kind of thinking about doing like a plucking type of thing. Okay, we also have show and tell of these various headdresses. Well, not headdresses, but there's like a princess crown. I'm just gonna put this one on because I love this, and I was never allowed to wear it at my previous place of employment. So now I get to do what I want. Okay, and another fun thing we could do, if y'all feel like it, would be show and tell of the ASMR prop drawers. There's hairbrushes, a bunch of random stuff. Actually, this stuff sounds super nice. It's a little jewelry repairing kit thing. Fix-it kit. There it is. Fix-it kit. Fix it. So it has some little jewelry pieces and this little cute little plier. I don't know if I'm gonna do bikini hauls, guys. I'm sorry. I regret a lot of the content that I made with my previous employer. And yeah, so I'm trying to move away from a lot of that content that I was pressured into making. And I know that a lot of y'all are really into that. I'm sorry. You can go watch somebody else's bikini haul on the internet. Like, there's tons of them. But I don't think that that is for me anymore. I do have a little Pact haul that I filmed. So this is my Pact dress right here. So it's like workout shorts, workout tank tops, and my little dresses with fun pockets and some yoga leggings. So basically I filmed the video portion and I just need to film the modeling portion. So I will have some fashion hauls if you like the fabric sounds and stuff like that. But the bikini stuff, I don't think I want to do that anymore. So anyway, thank you, Mel. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. That I could probably manage. So, tisk tisk. Oh, we got a dog. Just warning you guys, it could be loud in here in a second. It's my dog running around. Oh, Lordy Lou. Hi, Daisy. Hi, sweetie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, there she is. Come here, Daisy. Okay. I love you, sweetie. That's just not, there's just no way to pick up my, anyway, so thankfully that didn't go worse than it could have. Got some dog hair on my hands now. Looking for paper clips. Okay, so I was gonna ask, it's tisk 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 instead of sk 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 sk, because I would think sk 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 is the trigger, but throwing that T in there, tisk 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 tisk. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe I'll do a little assortment of sk 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 tisk. Yes, Daisy definitely wanted her 15 minutes of fame. Oh, one day I will figure out how to kind of set up a shoot with her. She's got this thick, amazing, beautiful hair that sounds amazing every time I brush through it. She would be perfect in a video, but dogs just don't really like the lights. They don't really like being forced to stay in one spot. It's really kind of a difficult thing to, because you don't want the dog to be sitting there looking all freaked out. You want the dog to be able to relax, but it's not a very relaxing environment for dogs to be in a video. So anyways, it's kind of a thing. And yes, thank you very much for all of those who, for your support. Kiro, Travis, thank you. Yeah, one day I may be able to talk about a little bit more. But yeah, minimally. Be careful who you trust. Be careful who you pour your entire heart and life into creating something that you don't own. I mean, realistically, I made a big mistake. But now, hopefully I can rebuild something, some semblance of what I had. Some semblance of what they have. And are still generating, tremendous amounts of money every month off of the things I created. Anyways, okay, I'm too much TMI. All right, I gotta stop. We're gonna go back into relaxing land, and unless you guys have another question, we'll do another calendar show and tell. Oh, Mel B is asking about Athena. I talked to Athena today. She's home. She's walking around. She's using a cane or a crutch or something. She's using some assistance. But she's home, and she has help at home, people helping her with the things that she does need help with. And she has a rehab, person coming and doing physical therapy and stuff with her a couple times a week. She's really excited to get back to work. although she's going to take another week to recover. They basically told her she shouldn't start working again for 6 to 8 weeks, but so she's going to take 1 week. But because she's just really passionate about creating and sharing and teaching. And so we're going to figure out what we can do while she's still recovering and healing, and what we can work on that's not too demanding on her. But she's so grateful to everyone who has reached out to her and left sweet comments on her channel, or contributed to the GoFundMe campaign, or just so much kindness kind of outpouring. And she is super grateful for that. And I know that she would want me to say thank you on her behalf, because she was just shocked when it happened, and then shocked to see a lot of people step up to try to help her out and help cover some of the bills. Her insurance did end up covering certain things, so we're going to kind of sit down again and figure out exactly how much is really needed, and then we'll adjust the GoFundMe level kind of based on that estimation. So yeah, Lord Vader's wife is asking what happened to Athena. So I'm going to kind of leave it to her to explain kind of what led up to the breaking of her leg. But essentially I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, she broke her leg. She was upstairs. The fire department had to come and carry her downstairs and get her in an ambulance, and they ended up having to put a rod into her leg. So yeah, she fell, she broke her leg, she had to get emergency surgery on it. They put this like big rod into it. So she's just been slowly recovering, relearning how to walk, relearning how to, get around. But yeah, it was I know it was very scary for her the night that it happened. But she's very grateful that they were able to fix her up, and so far her body is accepting the rod that they put in. It's healing, it's recovering the way that it's supposed to, and it seems like she's gonna be in a lot better shape, right? She's gonna be able to move around a lot better than she was before, once she gets all fully healed up and everything. So that's what happened to Athena. Hello, homeboy 590. I feel like the cricket sounds are getting louder. Can you hear the crickets? Thankfully, I did not sign their indie that they wanted me to sign. So here's another example. I don't know what you call it when, it's a bit of a hoarding behavior, right? To keep a calendar from 2018. But this is a beautiful calendar. And then it has all these little textures, which I'm not sure if they're even, if you can really hear all the beautiful textures. And then it's got this lovely gold on top. And it's just such a nice calendar. So we'll just go through and look at all this beautiful artwork together. Can you see that it has gold? is like this embossed gold within the painting. You know, I'm working on my time machine. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be done with first, the time machine or the cloning machine. Perhaps they'll like coincide. Ah, jewels. I have been instructed not to talk about it, but I appreciate each and every one of you so much. So very much. And one day I will be able to talk about it. So, so I'm just going through this beautiful calendar. Some people might say, Corrina, why on earth would you keep a calendar from 2018? But I think once you see all these beautiful pictures, you will understand. Water is the thread that connects us all. Thank you. Homeboy590 says, I remember keeping an old calendar that I just couldn't throw away. I know. So I have this 2018 calendar. I have this Bob Ross 2019 calendar. So yeah, at the beginning of this chat, we went through every month of the Bob Ross calendar, and I read his little Bob Rossisms that are on each month. So I'm not going to do it again in this chat, but once this chat is done, if you want to rewatch it, you can see the Bob Ross calendar. Yes, I'm so happy to have my own channel now, be my own boss. Yes. The most important thing in life is water. The water project in our community has changed our lives. And that's a quote from Nancy in Kenya. But yeah, I love how all the pictures have this kind of fun gold accent. It's so nice. Okay, so here we are in March, my birth month. And then again, you can kind of see the little golden streaks moving through the water. Sorry, I know that it's probably annoying when it flashes that bright like that. I don't know why that happened. That's just strange. Anyhow. Jules asking for a video with lid sounds. God dang it, where's my... So I've literally been saving all of the lids. So many lids. There's so many. I don't know where I thought I had them sitting over here somewhere, but now I don't see them. Anyways, yes, there will be a lid sound. Are you asking specifically for like unscrewing lids gently? My birthday is March 23rd. March 23rd, I'm in Aries, but I'm right on the cusp with Pisces. And I don't know a whole lot more about astrology, but I do feel like I feel those two energies. Pisces, that's emotional, soft, artistic. Emotional. Did I mention emotional? And then Aries, that's kind of feisty and strong and powerful. I feel both those energies. I feel both those things constantly kind of pulling me in two different directions. So, Lord Vader's wife says, I am eating Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are like, oh my God, they're so good. Like, could they be a more delightful and amazing snack? Greatness. Can it make her stomach rumble? Yeah, seriously, I'll keep talking about food. I already am like hearing my stomach be like, whoa. Anyways, that's so the quote for March, my birthday month: like ripples in the water created by a pebble, our individual actions make incredible and far-reaching change. I love that. Just like the ripples in the water created by a pebble, our individual actions make incredible and far-reaching change. Stomach ASMR noises. I actually, on my Patreon, I made a whole video of just stomach growls. I think I did. Did I post it yet? Or maybe I didn't post it yet, but I've been saving all the gurgles, all the stomach growls. Anyway, and I'm gonna make a Patreon for you guys. It's just the stomach noises, because I've gotten a lot of requests for that. And, you know, I think that it actually, in a weird way, is kind of tingly. It's a little strange. It's a little strange. But yes. Oh, Lordy Lou. All right, so we are on to April now. And look how pretty this like purple swirly things are. You can see the gold glistening in there a little bit. Everything depends on water. We use it for farming, household work, washing the children, and drinking. It's essential to our day-to-day life. And that is a quote from Narki in India. So basically the purchases of the calendar help benefit this water conservation and helping provide water to people who have limited access to clean, fresh water. So that's why some of these are, quotes from the people who benefited from this organization. Your first doctor's visit. Was that the one where I was I'm kind of like an elementary school teacher, kind of acting like it's like a kid's doctor appointment? I believe that video got like flagged or censored by YouTube or something. Yeah, because like it was, I don't know. It was too, but it was something because it was like it was for kids or like, I don't know. But we didn't say anything about kids in it, and we didn't select that it was for kids or anything. But, YouTube has just gone through varying levels of strictness in their censorship campaign, really. So yeah, at one time when they were being particularly tough on videos, I think that was one of the ones that got flagged and removed. I don't know if Psyche Truth has it up on their Patreon, but I have zero access to my videos. That's one of the things I'm trying to work on, because it would be cool if I could use my videos too. Seems reasonable. It seems reasonable. It seems reasonable. Anyway, the calendar is kind of textured. Definitely the little golden areas, they're like embossed, or, reverse embossed. They go in. So yes, it does give it a bit of a texture. Oh my gosh, yes, that drunk ASMR video that I did with Sarah. Holy freaking heck, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I don't think we were really even that wasted. We were just having such a good time, just being silly. It was so much fun. We've even said, we have to do that again. We have to do it again. So I don't know when it'll happen necessarily, but we have definitely talked about, like, oh God, let's please recreate drunk ASMR. Yeah, the doctor and psychiatrist role plays. Those were always fun. Yeah, I have so many video ideas now. Yeah, and it takes me so long to edit things. I'm still working on editing things that filmed not recently. Anyways, it just takes me a long time. But I do have a new video that I'm editing for you guys. I'm very excited about. Oh, Lordy Lulu. Yeah, you can kind of hear the texture. You can hear it right here for sure. So the videos that I've already filmed that are in the editing process, there is another hairbrushing, but with a new model. Her name is Rhiannon. You may remember her from the old channel. She was also in a recent Athena Jessic video. But that's what I'm editing right now, is hairbrushing with Rhiannon. And then I have an unboxing of these binaural enthusiast microphones, which are actually the box that my microphone is on right now, so I can show it to you. And then I did a video with those microphones, which are amazing, and that is the Pact Fashion Haul video. And then I just need to record the modeling of those. And then my ideas of what I have coming up. Okay, what I'm most excited about, but I don't know how to make it happen yet, because I don't have a set, I don't have a backdrop, I don't, but I want to do finding you after the AI apocalypse. So it would be like futuristic, anyways, I have a lot of ideas that I've been writing down, playing with that. So it's like kind of Blade Runner inspired a little bit, because I freaking love that movie. So that's something that I'm working on. I also wanted to do, I think I'm going to do an ASMR with the calendars, because it's actually super nice. So that might happen. I also thought it would be fun to do like an up close and personal with the hairbrushes. And just go through each hairbrush and kind of showing it, playing with the different sounds, hearing the different tapping. And I kind of thought it would be fun if I did it like it was a dating show. So the like hairbrushes are, I don't know, somehow the hairbrushes get to be the star of the show. That's the whole idea. It's like, rather than they just are like in the video brushing someone's hair, we get like really up close and personal with the hairbrushes. I thought that would be fun. I also, because I know how much you guys like the fresh flower sounds, and I love them too. So I follow a lot of people who, I guess, do floral arrangements, and they kind of show, here's this little tray that I love. Hopefully you'll like this tray also. But flower arrangers who show how you can kind of take your regular flowers, then you kind of peel the petals down a little bit to just like kind of open them up and make them look really big and voluptuous. So I was thinking, oh, I should do a whole video just of that sound. So it's like really tight in on the flowers, and we just really get immersed in the sounds of the flowers. And then I would probably use the flowers in someone's hair in a video after that. But I thought it would be nice to just really go like completely into the flower sounds. And I don't think I'm a very good flower arranger, but perhaps I could make an hour-long video attempting to make a decent arrangement with some flowers. So Courtney, she is around. She's super busy. She's a little model now. And she's just, she's super busy doing all kinds of things, but we are definitely still in contact, and we want to make a shoot align somehow at some point. I'm not exactly sure when we'll be able to get our calendars to align, as it were. But it's definitely in the works. It's definitely on the to-do list, you could say. So Rebecca, hello, glad you're here. She says, I love playing with hairbrush sounds. Yeah, every time I do a hairbrushing video, I realize, like, I'm gonna just do a whole video with just the hairbrushes. I could probably do a whole video with just this one single hairbrush, but I have like 14 or 17 hairbrushes. So I just thought it'd be really nice. Definitely yummy tapping sounds. And these are my dish towels I was gonna fold. So one of my other ideas that I thought might be nice in this live chat, some dish towel folding. And I also have some crinkly sounds. I don't know if you guys would be into crinkly sounds. Do you mean this brush? Great example of why I have been so resistant to doing live ASMR, because normally I would just edit that noise out, but there's nothing I can do about it. So this is the brush. You can see I have it covered right now. I mean, it's great for actual use of an actual brush, like have a mirror on it. It's genius. But unfortunately for use in videos, the mirror is it's no good. Can't do it. But yeah, so this is the brush, which is amazing. I mean, you can kind of see like the bristles are, they're wavy. Oh, look, there's a hair. So yeah, it's like wavy bristles. Oh, there you can kind of see them. So yeah, so this brush just sounds amazing. I'll brush my own hair, but then would never get the brush out of it ever again. So yeah, this is like kind of this black fabric stuff that I put on there, so that it doesn't reflect. Another lovely hairbrush. And perhaps my favorite, the chocolate bar hairbrush. Shower scrub brush. Do you mean the little scalp massager thing? Oh man, did y'all hear my belly growl? Ooh. And then I know that a lot of people love this brush too. Here's the little rat tail comb thing. And it's, look at those little sparkles in there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Mel B says, it may not be ASMR, but what about another health coach type video with your favorite foods? I have really, really wanted to do something like that. And I actually have. So these are like dark chocolate peanut gems is what they're called. That's like a healthy version of peanut M&Ms. Don't actually have these nearby in case someone maybe asked about that, but I'm happy to talk about why I consider these a healthier option. Or if you just want to hear me eat some of them, I guess I could do that too, being that that's also a trigger, as it were. Although I think it's a little strange, just a little strange. There's so much mukbang now, so much. And it's just gotten so sensationalized, I feel, like just eating normally doesn't really count for anything anymore. I'm just so obsessed with like everything about all these sounds. And have my silicone drawer here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Anyway. So then it's a bit intense. What do y'all think? Too weird or does it sound cool? So I've got my little doggy silicone toothbrush thing here. And this little hairbrush. And I think that sounds kind of cool. But it is a little strange. Alright, that is maybe a little, it's like a little too strange. That's maybe a little too strange. It's a little strange. Everything sounds so different in person than what it sounds like in the headphones. So, it really takes a certain amount of just, yeah. You try it out, you try this out, you see how it sounds, then you're like, maybe I'll try something else. Okay, so I have an obsession with this crinkly noise. It is just a little harsh though, which is why I'm trying to hold it a little farther away. Yes, hairbrush on your arms or on your back feels so cool. That is a cool feeling. So I'm just gonna boop, 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 boop. Love this sound so much. And one of my favorite things actually is peeling little stickers off of things. So I thought that might be a tingly thing we could do together. Kind of tough because in order for the microphone to hear it, you can't see it. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, alright, so we got this guy. And now we can do the spoon. I'm gonna try to make it so you can hear it and see it. Whenever you want something to go a certain way, you just have to know that it's probably not gonna work. So of course this little sticker doesn't want to come off nice and smoothly like that first one did. So I'm gonna, in a hashtag oddly satisfying manner, just keep scooting that sticker off with my thumbnail until it's gone. Alrighty, so if you're new in the chat, I'm Corrina. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining me. And I welcome your ASMR requests. So if you have any trigger requests or questions, or maybe you see something and you say, hey, what's in the second drawer? What's in the top drawer? What's on the shelf? Let me know. You can request triggers or you can ask questions. You could also I don't know, really you could do whatever you want since it's a free country. Free world. Free country. It's a free country. So I love this. Yes, a sticker that peels off easily. It is so nice. This one came off actually quite nicely, but I was so distracted, kind of forgot to show it, so sorry. Hello, Mitchie. Welcome to my live chat. I'm so glad you're here. I'm just doing a little pluck pluck. Just taking any of these cares or worries and just pluck 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 plucking them away. Pluck 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 plucking them away. Oh, that sound. Oh, that sound. So Kenzie D just asked if I had a TikTok. I don't know. You tell me. So, I just got followed by Zara Fashion. Great. So yes, I'm on TikTok. My TikTok is Corrina Rachel Official because somebody already had Corrina Rachel. So, but yes, I'm on TikTok. I have 54 followers, 55 followers. That's awesome. Anyways, I just started it. I'm a bit more of an Instagram person because like I'm a millennial and stuff. So, I'm a pretty like, I've been on Instagram for quite a long time, but I'm very new to TikTok. I will say it is strange. I'm like, because I told TikTok not to connect to my contacts to try to find my friends, but then it still is somehow figuring out all these people that I knew years ago, years and years and years ago, and suggesting them. And I'm like, how does TikTok know that I know this person? Does that happen to anyone else on TikTok? It's freaking a little strange, but it's also cool because I've been able to connect with people I haven't talked to in a long time. So, like, that's kind of fun. It's just also a little strange. A little strange. Sunshine 3693 says, "What's your favorite movie?" Okay, so probably, maybe, I love The Matrix. I love all three of them. I like to binge watch all three of them in a row, maybe over the course of a weekend, because you do need some like little time in between. But I like to, be like, oh, I want to watch all three matrices. It's the plural form of saying matrix, anyway. So I love The Matrix. And then now that our real world is actually becoming quite Matrix-like, I gotta tell you, I love that movie even more now than I used to. I also love Blade Runner. Love the original Blade Runner, and I think they did a really, really good job with the new Blade Runner that they did as well. While we're on the topic of Ryan Gosling, who did a great job in the Blade Runner movie, the new Blade Runner movie, he also has this movie called Drive. Have y'all seen that movie? It's such a vibe. It's amazing. It's like synthwave, dark vibe, but it's so cool. Animatrix I'm sure that I watched the Animatrix. I'm sure that I watched it. It's not one that I would like go back and rewatch. Like I want to rewatch The Matrix. But Animatrix was really good. Mel asking, do I still sing? Yes, I do. I have been trying to give myself the impetus to upload a new song on my music channel. I uploaded one like, I don't know, it was probably like 3 months ago. When did I do that? 3 months ago. I guessed right. I did. So I put up a little jazz standard on my music channel 3 months ago, and I'm like, I just need to start posting more consistently on it. So yes, I want to post more singing videos. Somebody also requested an ASMR singing video where I can actually just sit and play guitar, sing to you guys. So I was thinking about doing something like that. But yes, singing is my heart and my soul, and I love it more than anything. I get just like really nervous about like, it's so nerve wracking. But I love it, right? So it's like I have to force myself to put it out there because I love it. But anyways, gosh, a constant struggle between wanting to share it and just feeling so nervous and so scared and so apprehensive and not able to make myself do it. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make myself do it. Oh, Dune. Yes, I've seen the old Dune. I did not see the new Dune. But the old Dune, amazing film. Amazing film. Blue Valentine. I didn't see that, but I love Michelle Williams. So I'll have to look that up. Blue Valentine. Oh, Lord Vader's wife says, my dad is a fan of The Matrix, but I only watch it for Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Man, the latest Matrix. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. And I am like super hyper into like the story of the architect and like, and you know, oh. Anyways, I'm like totally obsessed. But thank you so much, Melby. Thank you. That's really sweet, both of you guys, and Menchie as well. That's really sweet. Just like makes me so happy that you enjoyed the singing videos, and we'll definitely I just have to make myself do it, and then I edit it, and I just have to tell myself it's good enough. It's okay. Just put it out there. Just put it out there. So yes, I appreciate your encouragement and your kind words about my singing. I like literally just cannot tell you how much I appreciate that, honestly. And yeah, I'm definitely geeking out. I'm just a huge geek. If I'm not geeking out, it's because I'm doing a relatively decent job suppressing the fact that internally, I'm definitely geeking out. Okay. So I realized I got totally distracted from my little calendar thing. Oh, you're so sweet, Alexandria. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are really sweet. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do the calendar thing. I'm going to finish the calendar thing because I thought it was really sweet just going through the calendar. But I will do a singing video for you guys, and y'all are so sweet. I appreciate it very, very much. And y'all are so sweet. Y'all are making me blush. I don't know if you can tell it's kind of dark in here, but y'all are seriously making me blush. Anyway. So yeah, we read April. Man, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. Does that ever happen to you guys? I'm just gonna like stay like this for a second. So my cheeks stop hurting. That does not look good. I'm just gonna keep smiling and I'll just let my cheeks hurt. I'll just let it happen. Ooh, so pretty. Alexandria says, yes, I feel the pain. I was a cheerleader in high school. Imagine the smiling we had to do. Yeah, I can only imagine. Oh my lord. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can only imagine. So here's this beautiful month of May. When clear water is available in schools, girls can attend class rather than spend hours each day collecting water from water sources that are hours away. Yeah, something that here in the States, certainly, everyone takes for granted. Running water in your home, potable water comes out of your sink in your home. There's a lot of people who do not have that. So we just have to remember to always appreciate those things that we take for granted. I guess it's a bit of an oxymoron, but if you're taking something for granted, you should appreciate it. Okay, this thing's starting to give me a little bit of a headache, so but look how cute he is. So cute. I love it. Anyway. Okay, I'm getting legitimately tired, but we will at least finish the calendar for this sense of completion. So, June 2018. Because if you're just tuning into the chat and you weren't here before, I can't get rid of calendars that I think are really beautiful. So we have this calendar. We were doing the Bob Ross 2019 calendar earlier in the video. So this one says, now that we have clean water. God, I'm so sorry. Anyways, hopefully my yawns are making you yawn. I know. If I see myself yawn in a video, immediately I yawn. Middle of the day, editing a video, watch myself yawn, can't help it. So hopefully, if you're trying to fall asleep right now, my yawning is helping you feel sleepy. See how that works? Okay, now that we have clean water, I have more time for my family and business. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. Okay. I have more time for my family and business, and the health of my children has positively improved. And that is Lillian in Kenya. Every human needs at least 20 to 50 liters of clean water a day. That's incredible. Your yawns are working. I feel like I'm about to pass out. Nice. I love it when someone comes to your ASMR channel and they leave a comment. They're like, this is so boring. I'm like, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, right? You want to make content to try to put people to sleep. But then people who don't know what ASMR is, when they find it, they're like, this is so boring. Why are you talking so slow? I'm like, Google ASMR? Anyway, so this is gorgeous. Look at this beautiful painting. And then this is like gold. So cool. So this one says, I don't have to worry about making long trips to the river anymore. I have so much time to spend on my studies and can wash my school uniform. That is Gladys, a student in Kenya. And these are all people who have been helped by this organization that helps supply people with water who have limited access to it. And then September, ooh, so pretty. September says, with clean water, entire families can stay healthy, kids can go to school, and farms can thrive to provide healthy food, all paving the way to a brighter future. Actually, reading this calendar about water is making me really thirsty, I'll be honest. Of course, drinking water, too difficult to expect myself to do. Anyway, this is so cool looking. And this one says, every dollar invested in water and sanitation shows an economic return between $3 and $4. That's so cool. Water. For people without access to water, water changes your entire life. We give thanks for the clean water that sustains us all. This is so cool. So there's November, and we have one more month. So if anyone wants to chime in with a question or a trigger request for what we'll do after the calendar, probably we'll just be on here for another 10-15 minutes. Wow, so cool looking. And so much little gold in there. Having clean water is like a new beginning for my family. Now there's a future for the children. That is Bernard in Kenya saying that. And that is the end. So yeah, here's what the front of the calendar looks like. 2018 water wall calendar. And let's see if it says something about the organization. No. There's nothing. We'll just go straight to the thing. 1 million people have been provided with improved access to clean water, healthcare, and sanitation through We Villages programs. So yeah, it's just we.org. They've got the thing down here. Together we give clean water. We.org. And so yeah, when I see something like this, I'm like, yes, this is definitely something that I want to support, and something to try to that I want to try to help, and give my support to whatever I can offer. So that is the story behind this calendar. Oh, you mean the other makeup bag, the textured makeup bag. I just have this makeup bag right now. But that textured bag, I will bring it to the next chat. I do have, it's not the same, but there's this kind of cool textured little bag that I brought. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like cross hatch or whatever. This is definitely not the tingly texture of that colorful makeup bag, right? It's like, it's colorful and textured. I'm pretty sure I know what makeup bag you mean, but is it in this? I have this cool thing though. I showed this in the last live chat. This is kind of it's a bit of a harsh sound, but and wooden bowl. Body brush. Okay, so are you asking about the umlaut beads? So these are, I don't know if you can see them, but they're called umlaut beads. And so they're just kind of these cracked open little seed shells. Umlaut seeds. And this is a little shaker, little percussion instrument from Guitar Center. So yeah, I love this sound. It is a little intense, but I find it quite nice. And ASMR with spa pampering supplies. I just, out of necessity, then I fold my hand towels. I know that I have watched many videos of people folding things. Random question. Have you ever watched Cardi B doing ASMR? Yes. Cardi B actually did a really amazing job. A lot of the celebrities they brought in to do ASMR, you could tell that they didn't really get the idea. They were just being silly. And some people were like really kind of making fun of us, like in like a really not cool way. But Cardi B, Cardi B did a really nice job, and you could tell that she really had a sense of the sounds and how to make the sounds nice and how to not whisper at people like you're yelling at them. Excuse me, which is why I felt like a lot of the people did. The whole point of whispering is that you do it gently. So yeah. Oh man, my belly just made a loud growl again. Can you all hear that? That was a car, but that was my belly before. So I am addicted to having a bunch of little hand towels in my kitchen. I have a little kind of bucket thing that hangs on one of the little cabinet doors under my sink, and I always have my hand towels there. So every time I wash my hands in the kitchen, which is like a lot, I just can dry my hands on a hand towel. And I've been trying for many years to not like rely as much on paper towels and disposable napkins and things like that. So then this is my like dinner napkin. So then when I have dinner with my boyfriend, we just have a couple of, napkins. And then I just wash them. I just am constantly, I run a lot of like little loads of laundry so that I can wash these really frequently and not have like a big, giant pile of them. But every couple days, just throw all of the little hand towels in the wash. And then here, I ordered on Easter these little bunny towels. Can you see the little bunnies? They're upside down. So there's blue and there's pink. And there is a green one too, but it's actually in the wash machine right now, as it were. So, but I love these. I love them. Because my birthday always ends up landing around Easter. I've always kind of had Easter themed birthday parties. So I just am very nostalgic about Easter and Easter bunnies and anything related to little cute rabbits and stuff like that. I remember when I was a kid, my mom would always make a bunny cake for my birthday. I mean, I did get some, cakes sometimes, right? We'd get like a Barbie cake or whatever. But a lot of years, my mom would make a bunny cake where you make 2 round cakes, and then one of the cakes you cut, right? Like you cut the top, you cut the bottom. So then those 2 pieces, I'm trying to like describe this but anyway, so you make a bow tie and the 2 ears out of one of the circle cakes, and another circle cake is the bunny's face. This is like an iconic thing, right? Bunny cakes. You guys, other people have bunny cakes. So yeah, anyway. I was born on Mother's Day, so sometimes I share my birthday with her. Oh, that's so cool. How funny, my birthday's around Easter too, Bethany says. I remember my mom making me bunny cakes too. Awesome. I love that. I know, I just like have a total bunny thing. So Menchie asked, do I enjoy cooking? I would say yes. Now, it's not that cooking can't sometimes be a little stressful and there's a lot of dishes, right? A lot of dishes when you cook. But when the pandemic started, um, I can't believe that was 3 years ago. That's crazy. When the pandemic started, I was very, very OCD about limiting my exposures. So I did not do takeout food. I did not pick up food at restaurants. I pretty much went to like 100% cooking all my own food. And prior to COVID, I would probably cook like 3 nights a week, maybe 2 or 3 nights a week. After COVID, I pretty much went to cooking like all my meals. Now, 3 years later, I probably cook like 95% of my meals. It's very, very rare that I, eat something else. Now, occasionally I'll go out to dinner, but it's like very, very rare. Very rare. So I cook a lot and I do enjoy cooking. Wouldn't say that I make like crazy fancy things or anything, but I've definitely, being forced to start cooking all my meals from the pandemic really it taught me a lot. It forced me to get in the kitchen and kind of trial and error, learn how to cook. I knew some things about cooking before, but certainly wouldn't consider myself a very good cook. Now, after 3 years of cooking a lot of meals, I feel pretty, confident in my cooking. My freaking belly is going nutso right now. I don't know if y'all heard that one. That was like, anyways, that's probably not a relaxing noise, but yeah. Pick this up a little bit so I can read a little bit better. What's my favorite dish? Man, I love ravioli. Oh, I love ravioli. That might be my favorite thing. Love ravioli. I figured out how you make, like cordon bleu chickens, but I just slice the chicken and then put in like some cheese. And, oh yeah, that they had to have heard that one. That one was really loud. But chicken and then put in some cheese, maybe like prosciutto. So ham would be your typical cordon bleu. But sometimes if I'm feeling real fancy, I'm like, I'm gonna put prosciutto in it. Or I like making this thing called pizza chicken. So essentially, I take the chicken breast and butterfly it open, and then inside goes some mozzarella and or provolone, and then like pepperonis. Or you could just do veggies, right? You could totally put your pizza veggie toppings inside the chicken, right? And then I pour some sauce over the chicken, put some more cheese over the top. So then it's basically just a chicken breast that's filled with pizza toppings, you could say. But I just made that the other night and it was insane. And I wouldn't say that's like my favorite dish. I love steak. I'm starving. I know. I'm freaking starving. I'm sitting here like, can we stop talking about food? We're all going to be hungry. I definitely am going to have to eat when I get done with this chat. I was hungry at the beginning of the chat. That is hilarious. Okay, so I folded my towels. How cute. They're just so cute. I can't get over it. It's like a level of cuteness. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi, Rosie. I was listening to you on my lunch break. That is so cute. Very nice, very nice. So here's my lovely little folded hand towels. And then I'm gonna start slowly putting some of my props away. Perhaps it will also be enjoyable. sounds wise, right? Maybe. So my body brush is going back, and a couple hair brushes. So open my drawer, put it in my hairbrush drawer. I tell you what, so I have this little like 8-tier shelf thing here that I ordered from HomeDepot.com. And I love it. I thought I would be able to fit all of my ASMR props in it. It's what you call complete and utter delusion. So I'm, man, I don't know. I'm either going to have to order like 5 more of these little shelves, or perhaps try to invest in something a bit larger, a bit more substantial. Because I have a lot of items. I have a lot of little items, and just so many things that I've kept. Like I'm a bit of a hoarder. I mean, I don't think I'm not like gonna be on the hoarders show or anything, but I become emotionally attached to things. I do. Like the calendars. And especially the Bob Ross calendar from 2019. I mean, now I have such a deep emotional connection to that calendar. I'll probably have it the rest of my life. I love Bob Ross. I love that calendar experience of when I had the calendar, and then that was the last year before the whole world went wonksville. This one I'm not as emotionally attached to. I just think it's beautiful, and it sounds beautiful, and I love looking at beautiful things. And they know that looking at water is really good for your brain. Now, they probably realistically mean you actually looking at real water, especially when you're in the presence of water. It has so many benefits on your brain. But I feel like there's still some aspect of that here. I've kept a lot of hairbrushes, especially for someone who can't brush her own hair. I mean, I brush my hair in the shower when I'm, got a bunch of conditioner in it, and it's wet. But once curly hair dries, you cannot brush it. There's no brushing curly hair. Good night, Lord Vader's wife. I hope you have a lovely evening. Wish you a very pleasant night of sleep and rest. And hello to Betsy. Hello to Betsy. Glad you're here. So I specifically wanted to find a shelf where I could pull the drawers out, right? So I can just take out the drawers, set out the drawers with the props that I need. So there goes the hairbrushes back in. This drawer is all silicone basting brushes and silicone little things. Hi, Matt. Welcome to the chat. Glad you're here. So yeah, I just love all these crazy sounds. But basically, I encounter something in my life and I'm like, ooh, I love how that sounds. Now I will never be able to get rid of it. Anyway, so that's what being an ASMR artist is like. I don't even know what that sounds like, but that is a bit strange. It's a bit strange. And my umlaut seeds. And the wooden bowls. hairbrush. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty, so did I put all of you guys to sleep? It seems like this chat is a little snoozeville. It's a little snoozeville. But I know it's late. Maybe you guys are tired. You're like, oh, I'm just so tired. I can't even type a comment in this chat. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, good. Thank you for saying hello. Yeah, this brush is just one of my freaking favorites. It's by Hot Tools. Hot Tools. I'm like, I didn't even really recognize that as a brand name, but I guess seems a little generic, right? Hot Tools. I don't know. It also reminds me of Hot Wheels. I'm like, oh, Hot Wheels? But they started a hairbrush brand, and it's called Hot Tools. Silly. So silly. Okay, so then I just have to open my 2 hairbrush drawers and see which one has some room in it. Okay, here we go. It's not going well. Okay, that one can go long ways. This one can go this ways. Somebody just said that I'm silly, and you know what? I totally represent that remark. Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets, Hot Wheels, Hot Tools. They're probably all owned by the same company. That's how it always works. Okay, then I got my makeup. Oh, look, here's the chocolate bar toothbrush. Chocolate bar toothbrush. Chocolate bar hairbrush. Not the chocolate bar toothbrush. Although that's an interesting idea, right? Brush your teeth with a chocolate bar. I mean, some people would say that it defeats the whole purpose, but like, hey, I'm like, can we be a little bit more artistic here? Let's be a little more open-minded. People would be more likely to brush their teeth if the toothbrush was made out of chocolate. Like, you see what I'm saying here? And that always happens. Oh, and then this last hairbrush. I honestly, because now the drawers appear to be full of hairbrushes, but then there's still hairbrushes left. So I'm like, how did I fit all of these in here before? I don't even know. Anyways, back to the point, which is that I need another one of these shelves because I have so much stuff that's really just for ASMR videos. a toothbrush for your hair. Hey, I mean, crazier things have happened. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so the only thing I really have here that I haven't shown yet is this new pair of shorts I just got. I know that you're not surprised that they're pink. So anyhow, this is my favorite brand. It's the same brand of the dress that I'm wearing. And yeah, I'm super excited about these shorts. I'm not sure if y'all can really hear much of the fabric sounds. Okay, if y'all love the hairbrush collection, I'm going to definitely do a whole video just focusing in on the hairbrushes. But yeah, isn't that cute? I can't remember what the color was called. I think it had a cuter name than just pink. But I was like, I have to have these. I have to have them. I actually have this pair of shorts in like green that I ordered last year. And then when they came out in this color, I was like, yes, give it to me. And then I also got these shorts. They're like biker shorts. But look, they got a pocket. Pockets on both legs. And that is a big pocket. Like I can fit my phone. I can fit my phone in this pocket. Keep grabbing my own hair. Anyway. So I got these because I already have them in green. These are what I bought last summer, and I just lived in them. They also have pockets, which is amazing. So I got those, and then this is something that I got last year also. So it's like a skirt thing, but it has shorts under it. And shorts have a pocket. So this is so cool. If you're like out hiking or jogging or whatever, you can actually like use the little shorts pocket underneath your skirt thing, which can be a little bit awkward when you need to like get something out of your pocket. But, you know, at the same time, it's like you have shorts on under the skirt. So realistically speaking, it's not that big of a deal. Definitely love having a cute little skirt. There you go. You can see it's kind of got that design on it. But anyway, so I just thought like, oh, that might be fun to show you guys. I know I love fabric sounds, but I feel like this mic is not like, it's not quite doing them justice for what I'm kind of used to. Yes, I definitely am sharing my real personality with you guys. And yes, that is something I was not able to do before. I stumbled on a very interesting Reddit about myself. It's technically about the channel that I was on. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And there were a lot of things that people said in that Reddit thread that were very interesting. And yeah, I can't wait until I'm able to talk to you guys more about it. But yes, minimally, I get to be myself now. And yeah, that means y'all are going to get like all my silly, all my crazy, all my foolish, all my hilariously embarrassing, really embarrassing. Sometimes I'm like, I got to get my bearings straight. A little LA Beast love right there. Do y'all like the LA Beast? Yes, pockets. Yay to pockets. I know. How, as women, did we go so long without pockets? As I remember when they started putting pockets in women's clothing, and women, pockets on our leggings or pockets, in a skirt. This freaking dress has pockets. Oh, and look at this thing. It's huge. You can, I can fit a surprising amount in these pockets. I will just tell you that. But I remember back, there was like, a tiny little fake pocket, maybe on like women's blue jeans. And, you know, it was a big deal when we finally got pockets. Why did it take so long? It feels like it took an awfully long time. But yes, now the pockets, I see them more often. It's so nice. I will say, checking the pockets before you put something in the wash is a slight bit more effort. But totally worth it to actually have a pocket when you need it. That's just a very interesting thing. So yeah, if you search the name of that channel and Reddit, you should be able to find that thing. It was from several years ago. But yeah, it was very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. And then this is just silly. I don't even know if I should show you all this, but my little Sanrio. Do y'all remember Pippo? Pippo was my favorite Sanrio character. Still is anyway. So I have this little cute Pippo thing. And then there's a little Karopi wallet. Oh my gosh. So this Karopi wallet actually has not been used because I was obsessed with pink and I used all the Pippo stuff. But now I'm so glad that I have this little Karopi wallet. And it's like, in perfect condition. Absolutely clean, perfect condition. No dirt or anything. And yeah, so, okay, so there's the Karopi wallet. And then Pippo eraser. It says on the back, copyright 1993-94, which to me doesn't feel like that long ago. But like, I get that, like, now, like, that was a long time ago. This eraser has never been used. You can see I did use his ear there a little bit. I used one of his ears. And then I was like, nay, cannot do that. Definitely cannot do that. And yeah. But yeah, so I guess I did use him a little bit there. But thankfully I did not use the rest of him. I'm so glad that I still have him now. A little Hello Kitty ring. And my Pippo wallet, which was really my wallet for many, many years. It says 1993-1997 on the back. And it's just simple little wallet. I think it maybe did have a little card in it with, little things, you could flip through. But yeah, I have my Pippo stuffed animal still. That's at my dad's house, my parents' house. But so yeah, so I think I'm gonna. Oh, that was another video idea that I had when y'all were asking about video ideas, was to just like nostalgia binge all my old toys that I had growing up, because they're all still in this cabinet. And so I have my little, like, my first computer thing, like back in the 80s when there was a little Fisher Price or something that's like a little computer. It's so cute. It's so funny. Anyways, I have that. I have my Teddy Ruxpin. I have some bunch of board games. My little Toy Story I had the dog that's a Slinky from Toy Story. My Pippo, stuffed animal. Yes, I'm such a Sanrio girl. And I loved going to the Sanrio store. I remember I really liked Bats Maru as well. It was like one of my faves. But it was like Pippo, Karopi, Bats Maru, and of course Hello Kitty. I mean, but yeah, I love Sanrio, and I think I have a few more Sanrio stuff. Even I actually also have my bag from the Sanrio store. I think that there is a Sanrio store. I mean, I haven't been to the mall in so long, so I actually don't know if there's one in our mall. I think there's one in our airport, a Sanrio store. But this was when I went to my first Sanrio store ever. Because when I was a kid, I could just find a couple of little Sanrio things at Toy Joy. That was the name of our toy store in Austin. But I didn't get to actually go to a Sanrio store until I went to like the mall in Dallas or something like that. Somewhere else. And they had a Sanrio store. And I just thought, oh my God, this is life. Anyways, and then I saved the bag my whole adult life. So yes, so I just had grabbed a couple of Sanrio things. But yeah, I thought it would be fun and super nostalgic to just like go through like a bunch of my old toys and old board games. Got Chutes and Ladders. Of course, there's Scrabble. Man, then I learned on TikTok the other night, this like lady came up with these like different rules for Scrabble. So it starts out the same. But the difference is when it comes to your turn, you can replace, move around the letters that are on the board to make new words so that you can keep one of the letters and use it in your own word. So rather than having to build on the words that are already there, you could move the tiles that are already on the board to move them around into other words. You have to form everything to words, right? You can't move something around and now it's not a word. So she was like, yeah, so maybe on a turn, I might like change around 7 different words so that I can take one tile and then play my 8th word. And then your points only count for one of the words. You get to choose like which of the word is going to count towards your points. So you don't get to keep all the points for all the new words you made, right? But anyways, I think she called it like Scrumble Coo or something weird. She had some weird name for it. But as soon as I get some like more Scrabble people in my life who might want to try that, I thought, oh man, that sounds so much fun. It's like, because Scrabble sometimes can get boring, so that just like takes it to the whole next level. Anyway, so I can really see now that you get attached to things. Yeah, it's totally true. I totally do. I don't see anything else around here that's like a great example of that. But somebody asked earlier, I think it was Mel, asked about the makeup case. This is a different makeup case, but it is quite textured. I don't know if you can see it. Anyhow, y'all, I am probably going to go ahead and call it. It says that I've been live for 2.5 hours. I'll be honest, it freaking flew by. It freaking flew by. I would totally stay on with y'all, except that I'm freaking hungry. So I'm like, okay, I need to go. I need to like make some food. I need to eat some food. It's already 1 in the morning, so at this point, like, I'm gonna be eating at like 2 or 3 in the morning or something. But that's what being an ASM artist is. You just are up late. And when I used to go do shoots back in the day, I would go to the guy's house that runs the channel, and then that would be like 7 or 8 p.m. And I would start getting ready, set everything up, pick out some outfits that I might want to wear or that my person might want to wear. And then we would stay there until 1 in the morning, 2 in the mornings. There were times that I left after 3 in the morning and then would drive home. And then usually by the time I got home, I was so freaking hungry because I had been at work for like 6 or 7 hours. I was starving. So then I would get home and then I would make food. And it would be like 3 or 4 in the morning. Point being, somewhere between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. by the time I'm done making my food when I get home from work. It just, for something that I'm creating to try to help people get their sleep schedule under control, I completely screwed the pooch out of my own personal sleep schedule. I mean, breakfast or dinner food at 4 a.m. Either or both, honestly. I am definitely a breakfast food anytime type of person. I will say in the morning, I like to just have breakfast. I don't really like doing dinner at breakfast time, but I'm totally cool doing breakfast at literally any other time. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the only one in that department. But yeah, so 4 a.m. getting home from shooting ASMR would usually be dinner, because that would be like, I would consider that as my dinner time, basically. Because at dinner time, I would be starting to set up the shoot. At the normal time that I'd be eating dinner, I'd be starting to set up for ASMR shoot. So then by the time I got home, holy heck. But it would usually be a dinner thing. Yes, the channel is run by a male, and all the videos are filmed at his house. And he's in the videos getting a haircut. The guy who's gotten his haircut on the channel a couple of times. And that's like, I'm not like revealing that much. If you go to the early videos on the other channel, you'll see him in those videos as well. But yeah, so it's so nice to film in my own home. Just get to like hang out in my apartment, make ASMR videos. I don't have to drive anywhere when I leave here. I mean, that's amazing. So much nicer. Not to mention many other things that make it so much nicer. But you help us, but who would help you? Thankfully, I have all my own favorite ASM artists that I can listen to. And I've just kind of had to shift my life a little bit, So nights that I was doing ASMR shoots and up super late, would try to hopefully wouldn't have to be up super early the next morning. Although that happened tons of times. It's just inevitable to happen sometimes. Naomi! Glad you are here. Welcome to the live chat. Lemon ricotta pancakes? Are you freaking kidding me? That sounds so insane. That sounds so good. There's a place in Austin called Kirby Lane Cafe, and they make so many amazing freaking pancakes. They have like a creme brulee pancake, which is insane. And then they like kind of, I don't know how they make it kind of crispy on the top. They add something. Okay. I feel like they have some kind of a like lemon bar type of pancake or lemon something something. Of course, they have chocolate chip and blueberry and just regular buttermilk pancakes. They also make a gluten free, I think it's a gluten free, dairy free vegan pancake that they make. Because Austin's very, there's a lot of people with different health restrictions and stuff here. So, anyways, Kirby Lane Cafe and their amazing pancakes. And now I haven't actually bought it yet, but they sell their pancake mix. You can just buy it when you're there. I'm like, no, I'd rather have someone else make my pancakes for me. Thank you very much. But you said lemon ricotta pancakes, and I just like immediately made me think about all of those amazing pancakes that they make there. ASMR Sphinx, hello, welcome. Stephanie Rudolph, welcome. So glad that you guys are here. Artemis Bond says Austin's food scene is up there with its music scene, world class. Yeah, Austin has just gone like, because I grew up here, I was born here. So it has gotten very, very different these last several years. 38 years. But yeah, and now it's just growing so fast, and there's so many restaurants. I mean, we had amazing restaurants, I thought 10 years ago, but now it's like just, and then I think it's one of our barbecue places got voted best barbecue in the whole America, which is cool. I think it's that Frank place. I would guess it's that Frank place, but I actually didn't click on the article, so I didn't see. But yeah, there's a lot of good, fancy food here. And it's so funny because now that Austin has all these super amazing, fancy restaurants, I freaking basically cook at home all the time. I hardly ever go out anywhere. I hardly ever eat any of the fancy Austin food. I mean, it's not that I never do, but for the most part, I am cooking most of my meals these days. So, Naomi, always wonderful to see you. You got me through college and grad school. Well, congratulations on doing college and grad school. That's incredible. Once I finished college, was like, probably not ever going to go to school again. Maybe one day. But yeah, I had a lot of friends that were like, oh, grad school, and they're so excited about grad school. And I was just like, anyway, so I have mad respect for people who do graduate school. That's incredible. Getting through college is a huge accomplishment. But then grad school, that's just another level. Home cooked food is always best. I feel the same way. Betsy S says home cooked food is always best. I definitely, excuse me, belly growling. As a holistic health coach, I just got so overwhelmed, looking at what they're putting in the food, and especially when you're looking at fast food and stuff like that, it's like real bad. But even in a restaurant, I was like, it's probably not as healthy as something I'm going to make at home. And so that's the real reason I cook at home. Part of it's money, obviously, because it's so expensive to eat out. But part of it's also just the health, awareness that you have when you're making your food at home, and you actually know, right, how much sugar you're putting in or how much salt you're putting in. Maybe use a mix, or maybe use, whatever. I am not a big recipes following person. I just kind of freeball it, if you will. But yeah, I can choose healthier ingredients. I can at least know how much, salt and sugar and things like that I'm using. Cooking things at lower temperatures, which also helps them to be healthier. And I don't deep fry things, right? So I bake things a lot. I will sometimes put like a little like panko mixture on top of the chicken and then bake it, and then it kind of becomes crispy. It's like a healthier version of fried chicken, if you will. Um, but yes, cooking is fun. And you're right, Betsy, cooking is very creative. I definitely enjoy kind of putting fun stuff together and playing with different flavors. And sometimes it's something really straightforward and simple. And sometimes you get really fun and creative and kind of, you know, discover something that you maybe had never thought of combining before. Sometimes when you're running out of all the food in your house, which is actually what's happening to me right now, I'm going to have to go get creative with what in the heck I'm going to come up with to eat. Yeah, restaurants were too expensive 3 years ago. Before COVID, it was too expensive to go to restaurants. But now, and I can't blame them for having to up their prices. I know that they're struggling just as much as all of us are. So it makes sense that they have to up their prices. But then it's also like, oh man, well now I really can't afford to go eat out. It's just kind of the sitch, if you will. Um, so Daniele Fernandez says hi, hello, glad you're here. Menchie says, I like cooking and I need to know what I'm putting on my body. Yes, 100%. I'm right there with you. So many of the body care items, I mean, they're not regulated. I mean, none of the body care items are regulated. So many of them contain things that are somewhat questionable. And so that brings me back to, I was showing my makeup earlier. So I'm all about the clean beauty movement or whatever. I use this brand called 100% Pure. But yeah, and I try to just be very, very picky with, soaps, body wash, shampoo, all those things. So fragrance is probably, one of the most common things. It's very difficult to avoid. But the fragrance, the sodium lauryl sulfate, all that stuff, not to mention that many of those products are all made out of petroleum, which to me gives me the ick vibes. I don't want to put petroleum on my skin. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So Vaseline, Ixnay on the Vaseline bay. No, thank you. And then I saw one of the girls that I follow on TikTok. She's really into hormonal health. And she was talking about when she was working on, or she was like researching basically, and they're researching PFA contamination. So that's the polyfluoro, whatever they are, but the really dangerous forever chemicals that are becoming really in the news now, PFAs. Anyways, so she's talking about how when they were testing for PFA in various items, there were certain things that as the scientists, they had to do to limit their PFA exposure so that they wouldn't contaminate the sample. So she actually shared the list of all of those things, and it's crazy. Like, shower the night before, rinse yourself off the next day. Don't use any fabric softener. Don't use any soaps. Don't use any shampoos. Don't use any kind of moisturizing lotions. Cover your car seats with 100% cotton, because especially if you have fabric car seats, they're treated with some kind of water resistant something or other. And guess what? Turns out it has PFAs in it. PFAs in people's underwear. So I mean, that's the main reason I love Pact. And I, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, switched exclusively organic underwear, organic cotton underwear. Because now they're revealing that a lot of the underwear, and especially the period underwear, has PFAs in the crotch of the underwear. It's bad. Anyways, so I'm all about the organic underwear, the clean body products, trying to limit PFAs, which it turns out is one of the other things in body care products that they're discovering now. So, holy cacao, perhaps a topic for another video. I'm also thinking about starting a health coach channel. So I'll have the ASMR channel and then I'll have a separate health coaching channel. I could still do some ASMRs that are health related, but it's definitely easier to talk about health information like in my normal voice, at my normal pacing. Making ASMR videos is really fun, but it's very difficult to convey a lot of information in a reasonable amount of time. Anyway, so I was thinking about starting a separate channel for my health coaching, and then I would do yoga classes maybe and stuff like that. I can definitely do a mouth sounds thing. I feel like mouth sounds are just like boring. I'm like, it's not very interesting, but people love them, so I'll do mouth sounds. Artemis Bond says 100% organic cotton is the way to go. Yes. Being gluten and dairy free is expensive when living in a small town. ASMR Sphinx. Yeah, gluten and dairy free is, it's very common now that people need to remove those from their diet. I would say the cheapest way to be gluten and dairy free is making things from scratch. When you have to go and buy a processed food, and then they make processed food, and then they make a version that's gluten-free or a version that's dairy-free, you're going to be paying a lot of extra for that. Obviously, making things from scratch is not the most reasonable solution for many things, but in terms of saving money, if you can actually just look up a recipe, buy the ingredients from scratch, that's almost always going to be cheaper than buying the processed version that's like already been made for you. But yeah, having, dietary limitations can be expensive. And that's just, I think, one of the many, many problems with our food system here. Thank you, Betsy. Betsy's just giving me encouragement about starting the other channels, and I really appreciate that. I've definitely struggled with feeling like now that I'm not on the big channels, it's like, oh, who am I? Who am I? Who freaking wants to hear a video from me? Like, why in the heck would I make a video? I'm a nobody. But then I'm also like, well, like, didn't I kind of like build those channels? Like, is the channel valuable in and of itself on its own? Or was the value of the channel the work that I poured into it? So I'm trying to convince myself that I am worthy of making YouTube channels on my own. Really loud airplane here. Man, I apologize, guys. That's a loud one. Oh, ASMR Sphinx says anything I made from scratch has turned into bricks. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. There's definitely, a lot of challenge with cooking our own food, but just keep at it. And I believe that you are going to get it figured out. And then once you have it figured out, boom, now you have a skill to use the rest of your life. But sometimes you got to get over the hurdles at the beginning, those little obstacles and speed bumps and spray on tanning lotion. So JP Grant is asking um, about recommendations on suntan lotion. So suntan lotion, very important, especially if we're going to be in the sun a lot. But there are some more natural sunscreens out there that you can find. Um, I don't know if I can think of a specific brand off the top of my head, but we can chat about it. We can definitely chat about it. But there's definitely a lot of very, healthy sunscreens out there that don't have there's some like negative ingredients in some of them. That was one of the things on the PFA's list was like no sunscreen. Make sure you're using a natural sunscreen. So thankfully, there's a lot of brands out there now that are trying to make those types of things. Yeah, nowadays I don't believe what they said their products contain. I go straight to the ingredients. So yeah, when you're gluten intolerant, sometimes, you have to just do the extra level of research, right? Covering bases. Artemis says the fewer middlemen between our food and ourselves, the better. The less processing, the better. Maybe I should be a farmer. I would say you're sounding very farmer-like. My sweet little dog is kind of like whimpering at me over here. So I'm thinking that like maybe they need to go out or something. So I'm going to start wrapping this up. All of you guys, thank you so much for being here. It warms my heart so much to see y'all and read your sweet, sweet, loving comments. And I just can't tell you how much it means to me. And literally means the literal world to me. So, y'all are so sweet. And thank you for the healing and positive vibes. It means the literal world to me. Yes, yes, yes. But I want to thank you all so much for being here. I am between feeling pretty tired and really hungry, and now my dog whimpering. I'm just going to decide to go ahead and call it an evening. Thank you so much for being here. If you're in the chat room right now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm just about to hit 7,000 subscribers. Maybe somewhere in the next couple hours, in the next couple days. It's a little hard to tell, but I'm getting super close to 7,000. And if you're here right now and you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe. And I cannot wait to see you all again very, very soon. It's really neat to interact with you on these live chats, and it's really fun right now. There's only 26 people here. We can like actually read each other's comments and have a conversation. It's really cool. So I feel like there's just something really fun about this kind of intimate little live chat thing. At some point, I will get better about scheduling them and giving people a heads up about them. Um, I wanted to get really comfortable just doing the lives before I get to that point. So I appreciate y'all being here with me and helping me feel more comfortable doing these lives. How often do I stream? I don't really have a set schedule or anything, but I really, really love doing these little lives. So I'm going to try to do them more often, maybe once a week, like every Monday night or every Sunday night or something like that. I don't know if y'all want to chime in and comment if you think there's like a night that would be like a good night. So I feel like Friday and Saturday is cool, but a lot of people go out Friday and Saturday. So I was like, well, I want to do like a Monday night when you know that a lot of people are going to be home. They're trying to go to bed. They're probably going to be on YouTube. They could probably come to a little chat. But if you think a weekend would be better, that's what I did last time. I think it was a Friday. The first time I went live. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do more lives. I'm gonna go let my dog out. She's so cute. But thank you guys for being here. I love you so much. I cannot thank you enough for all of your kindness and just sweetness and all these little hearts I'm seeing in the chat mean the world to me. So I love you. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to see you next time. And I hope you all have a very restful, relaxing, lovely evening. And I can't wait to see y'all again next time.